Hey, thanks for joining me for Noonday today. And we're going to talk about inside living. And right behind me, I have my computer. So if you see me looking up, it's to read the scripture. But we're going to be in Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 27. And the writer of Proverbs says, prepare your outside work, make it fit for yourself in the field, and afterward, build your house. See, if a farmer builds their house in the spring, he's going to miss, or she's going to miss, planting season, and they're going to go without food in the winter. If a businessman invests all his money, or businesswoman, all their money in a expensive home, while the business is still struggling to grow, you're probably going to lose both. It is possible to work hard and still lose everything if a proper support system is not put in place for the things that you are developing. Let's look at this verse again. Prepare your outside work. Now, I will leave my house to eat, but I will not stop eating to live in a house. And it's really important that we get our priorities in order. Most of us, we're not going to experience a great indoor life until we get our outside life right. Married people want great sex. Everyone's talking about sex and the sex life. That's what everyone's talking about. You want a great sex life, but if you don't do the heavy lifting of learning how to communicate, the odds are that's not really going to happen, or it's not going to happen for very, very long. Single people, not everyone, but many single people, want a great marriage prospect. But if you're not working on having friends and having just general relationships, the odds of that happening are very, very, very slim, because typically it's a friend that introduces you to someone anyway. So you got to have friends. People want the big job, but they don't necessarily want to invest in honing their skills in order to maintain that job and to function well in that job. Establish the root and you'll be able to eat the fruit. Establish the root and you will be able to eat the fruit. And this Proverbs is about the root. And it says, make fit, let's start at the top. Prepare your outside work, make fit for yourself in the field. So we see a happy house here is a result of field work. And there are three basic components. And I got a little bit ahead of myself. We will see at the end of this verse that he mentions the house, but that's all he's trying to get to. Do the field work so your house or your indoor life can be fun. Make it fit for yourself in the field. So a happy home is a result again of field work, getting it done on the outside. And the three basic components that are required for us to have a successful home life or house life, if you will. Number one, mutual affection. Mutual affection. This is love that's a two-way street where both people are giving, and it's not just one taking and taking the other person for the ride. So mutual affection. Number two, mutual respect. Mutual respect. And this is where both people value each other and they communicate the fact that they value each other. That's really, really important, to value your spouse or your friend or your mate or your child or your parent, etc. And the third is mutual trust. Mutual trust. And this is simply being able to take someone at their word. And, if I need an FBI agent after you say, anything to me, that's way too much work. I don't want to have to hire a private eye to find out what's going on. So if you want your relationship to have an ease about it, there has to be mutual trust where both parties can be taken at their word. And if there's a deficit in any three of these areas, you're going to find yourself wanting, and you're not going to have a enjoyable inside life until you get things straight on the outside. Let's read it one more time. Prepare your outside work, make it fit for yourself in the field, and after you do the field work, the outside work, build your house or build your life or build your home. Prepare, well enough so that the focus can be on enjoying life in the house versus just trying to keep the house or survive in the house. Prepare well. So basically, even in your relationships, that the focus can be on enjoying the relationship versus just trying to keep the relationship. But, if it's marriage, prepare well enough and do enough work so that it's about enjoying the marriage and not just not getting a divorce. So we mentioned 3 areas that are vital, and at the end of our message, actually it should be coming up now, there's a place for you to press, and if you press it, you will receive a survey so you can assess where your relationship is, and you can use this as a marker. Say, you know what, I need some work in this area, or you know what, we're strong in this area. So number one, the first thing that there has to be to have a healthy and whole home or house or inside life is mutual affection. You want it to be a two-way street where both are trying their best to love each other. Imagine if all of our relationships, everyone was given 100% to try to make it work. We wouldn't have many failed relationships if that was really, really the case. Number one, mutual affection. Number two, mutual respect. Make sure that the two of you are adding value to each other. You're not always putting each other down and treating each other like trash. Mutual respect, and you value that person that you're in relationship with. And thirdly, mutual trust. Mutual trust. You can take each other at your word. And these 3 things together comprise a happy indoor life. But it takes some outdoor work. It takes some field work. It takes some rolling up your sleeves. It takes sometimes a little bit of arguing. It takes talking through issues. It takes trying to understand what the other person says when it's very difficult to understand. But that is all work. And when you have mutual affection, mutual respect, and mutual trust, your indoor life just becomes absolutely amazing. Yeah, there'll still be issues because as long as the 2 people, it's going to be some problems. But just the level of relationship really begins to excel. So press the link and take your assessment and start doing the outside work so that you can have the inside results that you want. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.